The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Play action. It's Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Walker. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6. So we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Walker with another carry.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky. Cowboy 80. Switch.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left.
Baron Browning.
The outside linebacker dropping him for a loss of 6.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here comes Swift.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine. Watch the flag.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's fourth down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields completes it to Austin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
46 yards for him on the ground so far. A great start to this divisional round contest. On 1st down, Fields. This pass caught by Hamler. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Hamler, 42 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
53 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
These two teams all tied after one.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Take this one down near the 15. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
It's a gain of 4 that time, and it'll be a Minnesota first down. The middle they go. It's Austin. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A shotgun snap. Fields steps away. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hughes. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
91 yards rushing for him now, as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Austin. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Here's Fields.
And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a handoff up the middle. Austin. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Now it's Fields.
Flushed out right.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On the option to give to Swift here.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers.
DeAndre Swift,
75 yards.
And the Packers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
On first down, it's Fields. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 11 yards for number 11.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decide to run a little screen play. Maybe give their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On second and 11 now.
Fields.
He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he will have a Vikings first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on third and a yard.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Rolling to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 109 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Watch 18. 18's the mark. Yeah. Mike 18.
Fields on first down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Give to Walker on the read option.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Now Fields.
He'll buy some time right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Fields
taking it in from 14 yards out.
And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
57. Mike, 57. Watch the road. 79 Broncos. 19 Charger. 19 Charger.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Okay, break. Go, Reed, go.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jahan Dotson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Fields.
Now they go screen. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 2nd down now. It's Austin.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They snap it to Fields. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
Sliding out of the pocket.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material.
Swift going to try up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shoot. Check 9. Check 43. Watch the action.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I haven't met a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Check smash. Check smash. Don't get nervous.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Fields now to throw. He's got this complete to Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for Minnesota. 61 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. To throw is Fields. And he wisely will throw that one away. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kenneth Walker, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him so far. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't...
Touchdown, Packers! Mecole Hardman. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Down to about the 22 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Back to throw, Fields. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Fields.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
On 1st down, it's Austin.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
out of the gun. Fields.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Fields eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Down. Fields has to have this one.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure.
He coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Vikings pick up the football. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number is going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they...
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film. Did you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Inside handoff here to Ricard.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's get off the field.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
The Packers are moving on as we say thanks for watching and so long.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.